What could Cooper Flagg and Michael Jordan possibly have in common? At first glance, it's hard to see the connection. They look nothing alike. Their games feel completely different. Yet history has a way of finding patterns, and Cooper just etched his name alongside Jordan in a way no rookie has in over 40 years. 4 straight games with 30 or more points and 5 or more rebounds, a feat not accomplished since MJ first stormed the league. That's not a throwaway stat. That's a statement. The story of Cooper's rookie season didn't start this way. His first 10 games were rough, averaging just under 14 points per game. Many questioned his readiness, and the whispers began immediately. Maybe he wasn't a generational prospect. Maybe he didn't deserve the #1 pick. But the more you watched, the more you realized these early doubts were just noise. Cooper wasn't struggling because he lacked talent. He was a teenager adjusting to the relentless speed and physicality of the NBA. And as we've seen with other young stars, it doesn't take long for the game to catch up to them, and for them to catch fire. Since 1980, only a handful of rookies have averaged at least 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in their first year. Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Luka Doncic. And now, Cooper Flagg is on that path. LeBron James doesn't even appear on this list. Yet here's Cooper, not just competing, but excelling among the greatest young players in history. And when the evidence stacks up like this, we have to ask a different question. What if true greatness doesn't always look flashy? What if it hides in patience, intelligence, and consistency? The 2025 Draft Combine gave critics plenty of ammo, a 35.5-inch vertical for a 6'9" kid? Suddenly, Twitter erupted. No hops. White men can't jump. Comparisons flew to Bronny's 40.5-inch max vertical, dismissing Cooper's ability before he even touched an NBA court. Fans have been conditioned to equate highlight reels with generational potential, to assume that athletic spectacle alone defines greatness. But the numbers don't lie. When you compare Cooper's rookie season to LeBron, Luka, or Kevin Durant in their first months, he fits seamlessly into that elite category. Athleticism matters, but it's not everything. Production does. Impact does, and Cooper has both in spades. Cooper's journey mirrors Luka's more than anyone realizes. Like Luka, his early career was misunderstood. Critics didn't see the subtle genius in his game, the combination of skill, intelligence, and timing that allows him to dominate quietly before exploding on the stat sheet. And yes, Cooper can throw down a monster dunk, but it's the efficiency, the calculated power, and the timing that truly set him apart. His high school and U17 performances foreshadowed this. At just 15, playing 2 years above his age group, he was a defensive force, top 4 in blocks, steals, and rebounds in the U17 World Cup. Against the best international competition, Cooper wasn't just participating, he was defining games. It was in the championship game that Cooper's potential became undeniable. Against Spain, he posted 10 points, 17 rebounds, 8 steals, and 4 blocks. Absurd numbers for anyone, let alone a teenager. Observers recall watching him struggle for brief periods, then suddenly taking over, as if the game itself slowed down to match his rhythm. Coaches and scouts were in awe. Duke called. USA Basketball took notice, and the basketball world began to understand the pattern. Cooper Flagg consistently plays above his age, adapts quickly, and becomes a dominant force when it matters most. The first 20 NBA games may have been underwhelming for a #1 pick, but the pattern is clear. Cooper Flagg is exactly the type of player who rises after early skepticism, who adjusts, evolves, and proves the doubters wrong. His stats now aren't just respectable, they're legendary for a rookie his age. And as we watch him develop, it's becoming impossible to ignore the reality. This teenager isn't just on his way to greatness, he's rewriting what we expect from young NBA stars. Watching Cooper Flagg in real time is like watching a masterclass unfold before our eyes. Every game, every possession, every move feels like a continuation of a story that started years ago, and one that refuses to surprise us with just how dominant he can be. Behind-the-back dribbles, flashy finishes, deep dives into his offensive bag. It's clear that what we're witnessing in the NBA is far from accidental. This is a player whose path has been meticulously crafted since his earliest days. After leading Team USA to victory at the U17 World Cup, Cooper reclassified a full year ahead in high school to challenge himself against older, stronger competition. He didn't just compete, he dominated. Named National Player of the Year, he became the first non-BA player invited to the Team USA Select Team since 2013. That roster included elite names like Jalen Duran, Peyton Pritchard, Brandon Miller, Jalen Suggs, and Amen Thompson. And guess who was voted the team's best player? Cooper Flagg. The pattern was already clear. Wherever he went, he adjusted, adapted, and excelled, even against top-tier competition. Yet stepping into the NBA is a different beast entirely. High school and college legends have faltered when facing the league's relentless pace, physicality, and strategy. Cooper's first NBA game was a stark introduction. Forced into a point guard role, he recorded just 10 points with 10 rebounds against the Spurs, while Victor Wembanyama put on a 40-point showcase, demonstrating what an established superstar looks like. But here's where the pattern emerges. Cooper didn't fold. He learned, he adapted, and he improved at a pace few rookies manage. The breakthrough came against Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Matched up against one of the league's most skilled big men, Cooper attacked with precision and confidence. A massive dunk, a signature scream, and a relentless drive to dominate. And that was just the start. He finished the night with 33 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. Post-game, Jokic himself praised Cooper's maturity on the court. At just 19, Cooper demonstrated not only skill but the mental toughness that separates elite players from the rest. He isn't always the fastest or the most athletic, but he is fearless, intelligent, and unafraid to confront anyone on both ends of the floor. Cooper's mentality is the secret ingredient to his game. He's a trash-talking, relentless competitor who thrives under pressure. He doesn't just chase stats, he dictates the flow of the game. His ability to play at a high level on both offense and defense is what makes him truly special. At Duke, this pattern was evident again. In his first 10 college games, Cooper averaged just 15.9 points per game, shooting 42.9% from the field and 22.2% from three. Critics wondered if he could handle the next level. But in the final 21 games of the season, his numbers skyrocketed. 21.1 points per game, 52.5% shooting from the field, and an elite 44.9% from beyond the arc. This is the Cooper Flagg pattern in action. Slow starts followed by explosive growth, adapting and dominating every challenge in front of him. NBA rookies, college freshmen, international tournaments, it doesn't matter where he plays. He studies, adjusts, and unleashes greatness in ways that leave fans, coaches, and opponents alike in awe. If there's one thing to take from his rise so far, it's this. Cooper Flagg doesn't just play the game. He redefines what it means to succeed at every stage of his journey. The story of Cooper Flagg didn't stop in college. It only accelerated. At Duke, he carried his team all the way to the Final Four. In the national semifinals, he poured in 27 points and nearly left his mark with a legacy-defining shot, just 15 seconds left on the clock. Flagg drives, takes the shot, short. Rebounded by Hugh. An unfortunate miss? Yes, but even in that near moment of glory, Cooper's brilliance was undeniable. He wasn't just scoring, he was performing on both ends of the floor. Analytical? Absolutely. Megastar? Without question. At Duke, his stats told the story that the eye test sometimes missed. 5th in the nation in PER, 3rd in defensive rating, 2nd in win shares per 40 minutes, and 1st in box score plus minus. Numbers that don't lie. While fans might have expected jaw-dropping dunks every possession, the real jaw-dropper was how his performance consistently translated into wins, shaping history quietly but profoundly. Now, stepping into the NBA, the pattern continues. In the post-merger era, only 3 rookies have ever recorded at least 750 points, 150 assists, 50 steals, and 30 blocks in their first 40 games. Ron Harper, Michael Jordan, and Cooper Flagg. That's elite company. And Cooper is just getting started. Every historic rookie season has a signature performance, and Cooper already delivered his. Facing his former college teammate Con Canapel, a legitimate Rookie of the Year contender, on January 29th, the stage was set. Con came out hot, leading both teams with 12 points in the first quarter. But it was Cooper's turn to take over. Early in the second quarter, Cooper attacked the rim with the same relentless force that has defined him since his youth, throwing down a poster dunk that reminded everyone why he's special. Moments later, he swatted Miles Bridges, grabbed the rebound, and in transition displayed the soft touch that makes him a threat anywhere on the court. His three-pointer was falling, his floaters were perfect, and even under physical pressure from Khan, he converted a one-legged fall-away jumper, an illustration of his scoring versatility. By the end of the second quarter, Cooper had already racked up 23 points. When the final buzzer sounded, he had finished with 49 points, joining a select group of just 9 rookies to score 45 or more points in a single game since Michael Jordan's draft, and one of only 5 rookies to do so since 2000. Born in 2006, Cooper wasn't just having a hot night, he was making a statement. This wasn't a one-off. This was the same Cooper Flagg pattern we've seen since he was 15, adapting, dominating, and elevating himself at every level. From youth tournaments to Duke to the NBA, his story is consistent, historic, and awe-inspiring. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed today's breakdown, make sure you check out the other videos on screen. There's a lot more to uncover about the next generation of NBA stars. And if you're already subscribed, huge thanks for supporting Ball IQ Zone. You're part of the journey, and we all know it. Keep learning, keep watching, and have an awesome day.